Look what we got here. 1991 Indy 650. It's got the wrong seat on it, obviously. Had some other couple wrong things on it. Heat exchangers are not even close to what they're supposed to be. Picked this bad boy up for $250. Got way more than that into it now. So I got my motor here. Clean this all up. Don't really have any tools to really help me with it, so it's all kind of done by hand. Polished all that by hand. Got the water pump all polished up and whatnot. I completely went through this suspension here. All new bearings, new slides. Tried to get it right. I gotta put that torsion spring back up, but basically someone put the wrong heat exchangers on this sled at one point, so getting that suspension in and out is basically like mission impossible, and I will have to be doing it at least once more in the near future because this track is about shit shot, but don't really feel like changing that right now. I want to get that motor over there going. Basically got it from a kid, and he knew the crank bearings were shot. I thought, whatever, that's fine. So I bought that motor right there, hoping for a good crank, obviously. And that one's got some crank bearings that are going out on the PTO side. So I bought a third motor, which is somewhere around here. And that one also has some bad crank bearings. So what we're thinking about doing here is trying to find somebody that will put in a fourth oil line on our PTO side, because all the bearings have been on the PTO side. I know they're not that hard to change, and so I'm going to be doing it myself here at some point or another. I'm really just kind of making this video so I don't forget everything I've done on this sled so far. I mean, there's definitely more work that's got to be done. I'm hoping to find the right seat at Heydays. The expansion chamber for the exhaust was all dented up, so I'm hoping to find some pipes at Heydays. We cleaned up under here pretty decently. I mean, there's definitely more work that's got to be done, but it's coming along decent. The sled did have a fair amount of miles on it. Had almost 7,000 miles on it before she blew. So I mean, I'm excited to see what happens. I got that. I really like the 91 just because of the O2 style case. Handles pipes better. I really kind of want to mod this bad boy up. I got to polish one of these clutches up yet, but they're both fucking shit shot. So I have to put new weights, new rollers, do the whole 9 yards on one of them. I know this one's not technically correct for it with the red plate, but I kind of like this one more. I might switch to the secondary too, to the one with the red plate on it, because I do have one. I do have a parts machine for this. It was on fire at one point, so some things are definitely missing or not that great. I do also want to point out a little bit of front end damage here. I really like the liquid cooled triple up on the front here. It's kind of neat in my opinion, but the nose cone took a little bit of a hit. I have that other nose cone from the 88 parts machine I have, but doesn't have the right stickers. Obviously, at some point I will be painting this hood, getting new stickers on, getting the whole 9 yards done. I don't have a ton of money, so I definitely don't send everything out to be powder coated or replatted, but I feel like the hood is definitely your big one, especially when you got all this fucking clear coat is just gone. Plus these skis, I'll probably get new skis at some point. They were yellow, painted them up red with some plastic paint, but that was about it. So I mean, it's definitely gonna be a big project, but we'll see what happens with this little beauty here. Hopefully we can get her running in the next couple of weeks here. I'm pulling the bearings off that crank that's in that one to hopefully get them measured up and order some new ones and hopefully get those on in a week here or so. I mean, I do have the expansion chamber, but look, I mean, it did take a pretty decent hit, and sadly the expansion chamber from the 88 is completely different. Of course, it doesn't match, but yeah, she took a pretty good hit. We'll just call this episode 1. I mean, hope this project makes it a little further in the next couple of weeks here, but I'm really waiting on finding parts, getting people to help me, you know, that type of deal. Like this suspension, it was a 2-guy job with the freaking wrong heat exchangers on it. Definitely was not fun. I gotta get the bolts in the back tension spring here. Those were crooked as shit, so I have to go buy new ones. But yeah, all new bearings. I mean, spins good, so hopefully we can make some progress in a couple weeks and make another video maybe, so I don't forget what I all did on this thing by the time it's done. So I guess maybe stay tuned.